Grab your gear, let's hit the water. Paddle and fin, where the vibe gets hotter. Kayak fishing, straight talk, hear the stories unfold. Starting freshwater adventures bold. With multiple hosts, yeah, the crew's all here. Casting lines in rivers, no need for fear. From the east to the west, we're making waves. Join the tournament hype, see how it raves. Paddle and fin, we're on the go. From the lakes to the oceans, let the good times flow. Fishing tales and triumphs will paint the scene. Give reviews and profiles, you know what we mean. Bring special guests, every episode shines. This is kayak fishing, where the world aligns.
Hey guys, welcome to the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. Apologize, got a little bit of a cold, but we're going to kick this show off. I got the OG in the background and looking forward to talking to old Brian. It's been a while. Let's do this.
Rolling out strong with the Rusty Hook crew. It's Big Daddy John Rapp bringing the truth to you. Kayak fishing warriors, we ride the waves. Tournament sales, repping the way that we play. Jackhammers pounding, testing our skill. Net rig slaying, getting our thrill. Tackle tips sharper than the blades in the game. We're all in this together, always chasing that fame. Rusty Hook podcast, let's break the mold. Fishing straight talk, let the stories unfold. From the riverbanks to the ocean wide. In the world of the kayak, we take pride.
Hey, without further ado, not going to blow smoke up y'all's rear end. I'm bringing on the OG, Big Daddy, the Podfather, Brian Schiller.
Is this thing on? John.
Hey, yeah, buddy. Hey, what's going on?
Just trying to remember how to do this thing, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's probably been a year since we've got on together, hasn't it? Or close to it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably about a year, somewhere
But
in
that's
there.
but I know you're still active because you still do a show for Dubro.
I do. I talk about model airplanes every winter, so
That's
I've been
awesome.
doing that. Yeah, it's been fun, you know? Like, it's a change of pace. It's not fishing, but it's part of my job, and I kind of took what I learned at Paddle and Fin and transpose that into the model aviation world. So it works out. It's good. It's fun, and it's not as stressful.
Hey, man, it's folks. Brian owns Paddle and Fin. He's been part of Paddle and Fin. Started in 2018, so we're on our 9th year. As you saw, Rusty Hook's on its 6th, and that's crazy because you got me to join you 4 years ago. That's just amazing. It's been that long.
I feel old now. That's
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah. But Brian was able to take all this work that he put into Paddle and Fin, all the work that he's done tournament fishing, and he built a resume, built a network, and it turned into a full-time marketing gig at Dubro. So you're now, like what these folks might not know about Dubro is 3 entities. Let's tell them about that.
Yeah, so Dubro actually started in 1956, 56 or 58. So it's been around for quite a bit, but it started in the model airplane world. Out of the original founder started it in a bathroom in a warehouse and grew it to what it is now, 3 different divisions. We are still in the model airplane industry, which now we do a lot for military, drones, UAVs, things like that.
That's the natural progression too. You're going to go with where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah, and we started the fishing division in 1982 and the archery division in 97. So, we're we just like to have fun, you know. We work in our hobbies, and yeah, man, I've been pretty fortunate through some of the relationships I've gained and acquired over my years of kayak fishing, podcasts, things like that. So, yeah, it ultimately landed me my dream job, and it started in marketing, and now I'm the everything.
Yeah.
So, it's fun, man. It's kind of cool to work for a company that has those three divisions, because you're not doing the same thing every day or focused on the same thing every day. Yet that can be a little stressful. However, um, it's always something new, and I've been super fortunate to be a part of development and R&D and designing of new products for all three divisions. So, um, to me, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
we
Uh,
got the cup
Outstanding.
holder,
I mean,
which you were a part of, and
yeah, me and Matt Gibson, you flew us in and drove us in for
yeah,
a couple of days to to piddle around there and look at the shop and see what you were working on, and just asked us for, hey, what are your thoughts? And then you went from there.
yeah, which is crazy, man. I think I was talking to my boss about this recently. It's kind of wild to be a part of, like, taking an idea, turning it into prototypes and testing it, and then turning around and seeing the finished product, and then seeing it ship not only everywhere in the US, but internationally as well. Like,
Right.
that's just crazy. And I have some archery products that I worked on like that too, where, those things are everywhere in the world. And, same thing with the hobby stuff. Those travel internationally as well. So,
So my question to you is how many containers of ink or whatever you call it have you went through with your 3D printer in the past couple of weeks? Because
oh
I know
man.
you keep that thing humming 24/7.
Yeah, it's usually going like, so another interesting part, we're always trying to evolve. So lately, I've been working on just making our processes more efficient, for all three divisions on the manufacturing side and the packaging side of things, because we do everything in house.
Right.
From we make the product, um, we prep it for packaging, assemblies, all the packaging, the printing for the packaging, and all that is done in house, and then we ship out of the same building, all in 40,000 square feet. So, um, lately I've been working on automations and things like that, not necessarily to replace people, but to make us more efficient so we can do more. Um, Clearly, right now, with everything going on in the world, and tariffs and things like that, there's a lot of companies that were doing things overseas that are trying to bring it back to the States because of that stuff. And so we've been trying to expand a little bit more on that side, doing some OEM work for other companies in the industries that we're in, and even outside of those industries. So, if I can develop an automation or a process that helps that manufacturing side speed up, um, the more we can do that outside work, just because we're so efficient. So I've been I've been working on a lot of that stuff, and that's been keeping the 3D printer going quite a bit. But that's the thing too, man. When I started there, I didn't know anything about 3D printing, and basically self-taught myself. That
Man.
and CAD design. So, you know, incorporating those together, um, the possibilities are endless. We don't manufacture finished good products that are 3D printed. It's just mostly for prototyping and things like that. But, compared to the way it was back in the day, you would either outsource that 3D printing, so you got 3-4 weeks lead time before you get that prototype back. Then you got to make changes, and then send it back to the printer. Wait another 3-4 weeks. So now instead, we can go from idea to CAD design to a prototype in a day or two, depending on what it is.
And then all you have to do is send that design to your uh, person who molds it and go,
Well,
right?
well, we mold it in house, so we were using an outside source for making the molds,
Right.
which was local in Wisconsin. But we're currently bringing that in house. We've invested some money recently here and more machinery and stuff, and a lot of those things are going to be all done in house, unless it's
Wow,
something
that's
like
awesome.
super special. So, you know, um, your little bub Daniel, he's been going to tool and die school, so like that's going to be his background. And
Well, he should
um,
be about graduating here in the summer, shouldn't he?
yeah,
Two
yeah, yeah,
years? Yeah.
in the summer he'll be done. So he's already started working on some stuff in house, and it's cool. We just keep doing our thing and growing.
Oh,
And
it's just amazing to see him grow up. One day you're teaching him about fingernail polish and toenail polish, and then the next day,
Jesus. They grow up in a blink of an
they
eye.
grow up like that. I tell you.
Yeah. No, man, it's cool to be a part of that, and see that, you know, I don't know, man. I take pride in manufacturing and work, and I came from a trades background, like we were just talking about your
Yeah.
kitchen remodel before we started. It's cool to take a blank canvas and turn it into something special. You know what I mean? And um, certainly. Certainly have done that with some products in the fishing world, archery world, and so on. So
Well, I'm sure Brian was pleasantly surprised when you came on board with all that and was able to incorporate the old into what you do now. I mean, that's just and again, that was 2 years ago since I've been up there, over 2 years now, and the
yeah,
stuff that you've done now since then, I'm sure it's just even better. So
yeah. I mean, like I said, dude, it's crazy because you got to keep evolving, and we call it keeping up with the Joneses. You the fishing world especially is such a competitive, cutthroat, like new product, new product, new product, new product, where we're not necessarily that attentive to that. We're more of that. We don't want to be the Plano or Pure Fishing or Shimano or whatever. We want to be that little fish in a big pond that just gets to pick up the scraps here and there, and we have our little niches. We've been
yeah,
making rod storage systems, since the '80s, and still one of our best-selling products in the fishing world. So, it's one of those things, man. We're not looking to be the big fish in the pond, but we'll certainly get up to that medium level and take what we can get, man. I mean, like I said, we work in our hobbies, so we're grateful for that in itself. The fact that we continue to do that and grow, we're super grateful for.
so we were talking before it's show season, and you just got back from out
Hey,
west.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. So what? How has the shows been treating you so far, and what shows are you going to next?
So I was in Indianapolis in January. Then I went to Vegas, home for a couple weeks. Went to Phoenix. Those were primarily archery trade shows. Um, there was some fishing retailers there. Like this past one I was at in Phoenix, GSM was there, so they had all their stuff set up both on the hunting and fishing side of things. But um, overall, man, it sounds um, positive. Last year it was kind of across all industries, and I'm sure most people can relate. Like, it was just so confusing, man, between fuel prices, interest rates, tariffs, price of goods going up because of tariffs, like all that stuff, like some of that stuff is starting to come down and you're starting to see the rebound of that, I feel. Um, but a lot of dealers, because those three shows, it's all dealer focused, not open to the public. It's
Right,
not
right.
like a fishing trade show. So, um, you know, small mom and pop shops are super optimistic and they've seen an increase in foot traffic in their stores and online and all the way up to our distributors and even the customers that go direct through us, so I mean show season's been great overall. I'm doing a consumer hobby show in Toledo, Ohio, which is like one of the big shows of the year in April. Um, and it sounds like there's a lot of hype behind that again this year. So
Now,
we're
where's that
expect.
place that you went to a couple years ago? Was it out in Indianapolis or somewhere that they had their big show and they had flags everywhere and you were able to bring all.
Oh yeah, so that's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. So they do a huge in fishermen terms. They do big month long like competition, and there's different styles of the competition all throughout the month. But that's right out northeast of Indianapolis in Muncie, Indiana, and they got a big facility out there with a bunch of different flying fields and things like that. And I might make my way down there before I go to ICAST this year, but
Well, you answered that
we're
question.
yeah we're a huge sponsor of that event. So I usually try to make it down there at least once a year uh, in the month of June, July, so that way I can show face for the brand. But um, yeah, so I'll stop there. I got the Toledo show, and then I'll go to ICAST in July.
So, ICAST, you guys going to make the road trip this year, or are you just going to do a fly down, or what's the word
I'm not
or
sure, man.
thought?
I'm not sure. I know last year Matt Gibson flew in. I drove with old Jay Randall, and we did some fishing down there as usual. We didn't do. I don't think we did any fishing on the way down. I think we
Oh
just
wow,
drove. I think we just drove straight down, and yeah, we did.
poor.
We drove straight down. We got to like North Florida, Southern Georgia Saturday, and then got to the Airbnb in Orlando Sunday. Set up the show Monday. Went fishing with our gal Katie Joe out on the Gulf on Tuesday, and then did the show Wednesday through Friday, and then Jay and I jumped in the truck Saturday morning, and I dropped him off right outside of Knoxville, and then drove straight home. I got home in I think it was like 22 hours or something.
That's not bad.
No, I mean just just send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. I like to drive,
Yeah. Yeah, you guys
but
killed me at one time 3 years
yeah.
ago. Drove from what was it? We drove from Alabama to 2 hours south of Orlando. All at
Oh,
one.
that's right. No, no, no.
Yeah.
We
What was
that
that?
was
That where was that place we fished at down there in
oh man, that's
southern Florida?
that's east of Orlando. Um, oh, what's that big reservoir there?
Oh,
Jimmy wanted to fish that, so
yeah.
we went out there and fished that. I know I caught a couple fish.
You did. We
Uh,
got it on video. You and Jimmy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. God, I can't think of it right now.
I can't either. It's hard to believe that'll be 3 years now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't really decided. I've been leaning towards flying down and flying back, but you know me, I'm always last minute.
Well, we'll have to. keep me in mind or keep me in thoughts on what your plans are and let me know.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
that way, if we go back to what we did 2 years ago or something, but
yeah.
the Waffle House crew hitting every Waffle House,
Ooh,
every stop, you know.
that's one thing. That's the one thing that can make me drive.
Nick and Jack
Is
has to be crying that you didn't come to visit last year.
yeah, no, we didn't fish Nickajack. I know I drove over to Jay's place, and then I think we left that next morning. I got to his place late, left the next morning, and headed towards Florida, man.
Okay,
But
well,
no Nickajack.
man. So you,
There was multiple Waffle House trips.
I'm not disappointed at all. That's good. Because if there was none, I would definitely have to think, man, something's just not right. The
No,
land of.
no.
So, yeah. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come right back.
This is the Rusty Hook Podcast, supporting people and companies that support us. Feel free kayaks, paddle, pedal, or power, something for everyone. Dubro Fishing, manufacturer of fishing and marine products for freshwater and saltwater anglers. Big Lake Bait Company, Texas's #1 custom soft plastics bait maker. And Ace Adventure Resort, West Virginia's #1 go-to outdoor destination with whitewater, zip lining. You're tuned in to the Rusty Hook Podcast. More than a podcast, but a way of life. From the biggest lakes to the smallest creeks, we are all things kayak fishing. Refresh that drink, turn up the volume, and feel the excitement. It's time for the second half of the show. Live, raw, and unfiltered. Now, let's join the one and only Big Daddy.
Hey, Big Daddy's back. Got Brian Schiller here with me tonight. If you missed the first half of the show, go back, watch it. Brian got to touch base a little bit with what's been going on with the crew up at Dubro and just some small talk about events like ICAST and other trips around the states where he's been doing some shows. But let's bring on the OG back and let's continue with the second half of the show. Hey, Brian, welcome back, buddy.
2 more, Big Daddy. 2 more.
Oh, man. Those were the days, bro. That's been more than 4 years ago now. It's been 5 almost.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was the Yak Gadget thing down there, right?
Yeah. 5 years ago in April.
Shoot, man. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Charles will never bring cases of Miller Lite again like that, will he?
No. We went through that like water. Didn't we drink out of cases and then we had to go down to the bar and buy them out of beer?
Yeah. Yeah, I think me, you, and Jimmy killed 2 cases that night.
Well, I think they got smart because every year after that, it was like, oh, we ordered you guys a keg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that no more, man.
I was going to say, I don't think we ever drank like we did that night.
No, the next morning was a little rough. I know that.
I couldn't even hold on to the rope when they were trying to pull us up the river.
Oh, man. Fun times.
Yeah. That's part of the paddle and fin experience, my friends. Is when we did our trips down to Del Holla, we would take over a houseboat or a cabin, have a keg. I'd bring my little red cooler.
Yeah, I still tell that story to this day. I go, John Rapp has got to be one of the smartest tournament fishermen I've ever met because he shows it up to check-in with this little red cooler full of mason jars, and hey, buddy, you got to have some taste tests, and then he just ropes everybody in. So the next morning, they're all hung over, and he's on the water catching fish.
Hey, it worked that one year.
Yeah, it did.
Took a check home.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tricks of the trade, boys and girls. Tricks of the trade.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Used to take it. We went to, it was the 2018 National Championship on Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
And I don't. If you were down there,
I
you
wasn't
might you might remember that during practice we had a huge weather system blowing up and it had a huge tornado in it involved with it. So like they were telling everybody to stay off the water the next day. Well, that night before it blew out, we had a big bonfire. I had 3 bottles of Shine. I had 2 of cinnamon and 1 of some of the best butterscotch I've ever had in my life. Well, the butterscotch got everybody warmed up. It was gone, and the whole bottle. There was about 10 of us out there.
Yeah.
It was gone in less than 20 minutes.
I believe
We,
it.
then we drank a whole bottle of cinnamon, and the next morning 2/3 of the second one was gone. And I'm like, well, because I don't remember going to bed. I was wore out. I was wore out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta proceed with caution when you're drinking with old John Rapp. That's for
well,
sure.
and not only me, but don't let Jack Gillespie be around either.
Yeah.
Old Jack.
He's a bad influence.
Hey, we were drinking. We were down on the Greenbrier River one year, and Beth will never forget this night because I think that's the most. That's that. She was so inebriated she didn't even fish the tournament the next morning, and then when she came down to pick us up, she was not happy.
Yeah.
She handed me my keys to my vehicle and said, "Here's your truck keys. I'm going home." But we were so messed up that morning that my very first cast, I had a whopper plopper. And this is a river tournament. We're floating down the river, and it's not, I mean, where we put in, it's 100 yards from the first Class 2 rapid.
Oh, geez.
So I cast that whopper plopper, and it just goes flying. So
Yeah.
I'm paddling because, there's no motors. This is 2018. I'm in a
Yeah.
feel-free lure, the barge of kayaks. I paddle to go over and try to find that thing at daybreak. It's still almost dark. I find it, then I get sucked into that Class 2, get down through there. I get turned around that Class 2 and I'll fish back up it, and I got a Senko tied on. I cast it. It goes flying. Come to find out, I grabbed my third pole, and I'm looking at it, and I could see the line was cut just below where it was just hanging. So as soon as I cast it, them boys every last one of them had reeled my line back up in there where they cut it. So I cast it up. So the sabotage was going strong that night.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I love it, man. I've heard stories like that. Some of the guys that fish up in New York in June, they did that when they were going up to Canada. The one guy got all hammered the one night, so they went out and just pulled a bunch of line out, nipped it, and then spooled it back up. So they're out there casting, and
Exactly.
just keep going. They did it on like 6 rods.
Uh,
Like, dude, you guys are mean.
Yeah, he did that to every last one of mine. I had to retie all 4. I only carry 4, and I had to go back and look. All the other 2 that were sabotaged, and I had to go fix them. I said, he down there smoking a cigarette. What's wrong, buddy? Everything all right?
Well,
said,
at least it wasn't a bunch of jackhammers you were just casting way in.
Oh yeah. No, and we both won money on that tournament, being the way we were. I think he came in 3rd, and I came in 5th, or something like that. I think there was like 60 or 70 guys in that event. It was a great time. I mean,
heck yeah,
but
that's cool.
Yeah,
it's those memories, man. Those memorable tournaments that make it worthwhile.
well, I mean, we all have those certain people in our lives, like you, my friend, who when I go out with you, we get hammered, we laugh, and we hit. Without a doubt, every morning before we go anywhere, there's going to be a Waffle House in mind. So, but
I think me, you, and Matt Gibson are the merry. What do you call it? Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Oh yeah,
we're the 3 Stooges, man. When we're together, we don't stop laughing.
That's the truth.
I've never laughed so hard in my life.
It's good times, man. Yeah. That's like, well, the one year, who was it that we had? Was it Matt or was it you or somebody? I was trying to put a worm on your face and get a picture of it,
Oh, you
and
were
somebody
trying to do that to me.
came up and hit me. I'm like, oh, I'm just messing with you, bro.
We were
Is that
we were on the way home from ICAST, I think, and we were fishing.
it's in Alabama? When we were at that little cabin,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. That's not Gunnersville. It's what's that lake? Right below Nickajack.
Yeah, it was Guntersville.
Is
Yeah,
that Gunnersville? Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
That was
Chickamauga is north of
yeah.
Nickajack. Yeah, you're right. You're
I've
right.
never fished that. I guess they're having that big bass tournament down there here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks on
Yeah,
Chickamauga.
I remember. I fished when KBF did that thing with FLW, and they did an open on Nickajack, but the FLW pros were fishing on Chick. Well, I couldn't fish Nickajack the day before because I think pre-fishing was off limits or whatever. So I went and fished on Chick one night, and I caught a couple of nice fish right there by the campground I was staying at.
Oh,
And
nice.
it was cool, man. I'll never forget that. Gary Yamamoto was in an RV right next to me, and every night, hey, how'd you do today, Gary? Today, Gary didn't catch the fish. And then the next day, I'm like, hey, how'd you do today? He goes, today, Gary found the fish. He'd have a big old smile on his face. I'm like, that's cool, man. That guy's
That's
like,
awesome.
he's super down to earth, man. I had many conversations with him on that trip, and that's something I'll never forget, man. But it was cool watching those guys take off.
Man, did you guys get snowed in up there like we have here?
No, it this morning it was like flurries, but we kind of had the similar weather pattern last. Was it last week? Yeah, last week it hit like 70 degrees here in Chicago, and then now we're back to cold. I left here when it was still warm, went to Phoenix, and it was like 72 or whatever down there, and I was in an Uber going to the convention center, and I said to the driver, I said, man, you guys got beautiful weather right now. He goes, this is the coldest it's been all month. I was like, what? It's 72, And he's like, well, next week it's supposed to be 90 degrees. So this week, actually today it was supposed to hit 90 in Phoenix. I'm like, that's crazy,
Yeah,
like,
desert, man. I don't know. I don't get
yeah,
it. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's wild. But,
Yeah,
whatever, man. It's,
yeah. We had same thing. I mean, it was I think it reached high 50s, early 60s 4 days ago,
okay, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's probably 20 out there, and we got over a foot of snow,
Yeah,
or,
well,
right at a foot. I think Beth looked at right out on our front porch was 9.5 inches.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I saw today that the whole East Coast was just getting pounded with snow. But yeah, I mean, we've had a relatively mild winter. Like December, we got a bunch of snow, and then it got cold, um, and then it warmed up a little bit, like beginning of January, and then it got cold again. It's typical Chicago weather. Wait 5 hours, and it'll be something different.
something. Yeah.
But um, yeah, I mean, it's because it's been so warm. Like a lot of the ice around here for ice fishing is kind of like sketchy, and
Too not safe.
yeah, 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 yeah. So actually, there was I just read today. There's a lake about 20 minutes from Dubro, and some guy went in over the weekend, and they found him under the ice. I think yesterday or today. So it's you got to be safe, man. It's crazy, and I know even way up north, there's a few spots up there where I think it was just north of Madison. Some trucks went in, because guys thought it was safe, and it warmed up so much that top layer ice got nasty, and
They drove their trucks out on it.
yeah, I mean, you could drive a vehicle on 10, 12 inches of ice, but I mean, they had 10, 12 inches, and then it got warm, and
Got soft.
yeah, the top layer of ice got soft, and then it just gave way. So somebody's Chevy Silverado's floating right now,
Oh man.
and that's crazy because I know you guys don't do a bunch of ice fishing in West
No.
Virginia, right?
No.
And So like up in the north, like if your vehicle goes in, like you got to pay a hefty fine to the EPA because you got gas and oil in the waterway. You have to pay to get that thing hoisted out of there as soon as possible. And I think they only give you like 10 or 15 days. And then every day after that, it's an fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then you get fined by the DNR and so on and so forth. So it could be a pretty hefty mistake.
Yeah, not only that, but then you're out that truck and your insurance is
Yep.
going to look at you and like, oh, buddy, that's your fault. Yeah.
Yep. They ain't gonna cover you on that. I mean, I've been up in Minnesota on Mille Lacs, like in the dead of winter, and I mean that ice up there on a good winter can get 26, 28, 30 inches thick, if not more. So where where we were fishing up there in the winter, we were fishing on 3 Mile Reef, so you're 3 miles offshore driving on ice. And it's crazy, man. If you've never been up there, we got to make that trip sometime because they literally plow roads with like street signs and everything going to all the different reefs and stuff out in the middle of the lake because Mille Lacs is huge. It's bigger than it looks on a map. But yeah, man, it's crazy. You got little shanty towns popped up all over the place,
Yeah.
and it's nuts.
I know they're cleaning up an old shanty town down on the New River.
Yeah.
By right now, I believe there was a homeless guy had been living over there for like over 3 or 4 years, and they've been over cleaning up his mess for like the last 2 or 3 months.
3 months.
And did we lose you?
No, you're good.
Okay, but yeah, it's on the other side of the river, and there's no road access to it, so they had to take pontoons across to and pile up all his garbage and stuff that he had collected for all those years.
Oh, jeez.
So Dubro, man, what products? What kind of you got anything coming out bait wise for the fishing industry this year? I know we. Did you ever finish your stuff that you were working on a couple years ago?
No. That's still on
the burner.
Yeah. But I've been. I was talking to Dustin Nichols the other day, and he wants to do. He's going to try out some colors for some saltwater stuff.
Yeah, he was talking to me about that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we still got all the stuff. I mean, big variety of colors, and I think what do we got? 10 bait patterns now. So, and we got a bunch on the back burner, but great affordable baits. That's all I can say, man. And the plastic is durable, so
well,
it's our own special formulated plastic, and
nobody else has it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. And I think I got a special up right now, and it's buy 2 bags get 1 free or something along those lines. So give them a shot.
Well, we'll have to find that and share that. So.
Yeah. But all your common patterns that everybody fishes, from Ned rigs to 6-inch swim baits and everything in between.
Well, those stick baits is one of my favorites too. And like a couple years ago when I was up at Lake Erie when the weather cooperated,
yeah,
I was throwing those crawls, and man, I caught my biggest fish on one of those.
Yeah,
it's a citation fish.
Yeah, I caught my biggest smallmouth up in New York. I think it was this past year on our drop shot worm, and I think that thing was like 5.5. It was a little over 5, but I mean, just a big, fat, long fish. And actually, Adam, I fished one day with Adam because he came over from Canada. So he came and jumped in one day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but, yeah, and he had a gas. He's like, dude, I've never had this much fun smallie fishing before. Because, I mean, it was spawning season. But I told him, I was like, hey, cast here. Hey, cast over here. cast over here. And he caught some really, really nice fish. It was good to see our friend from the north smiling a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see Adam had some personal issues he had to work through, but God bless him. He came out, I think, on the better end.
Oh yeah,
And
100%, dude. And
so,
what a good, genuine dude.
yeah.
He means well. But
Well,
that's Wayne.
this-
Wayne retired, 33
yeah, I
years.
can't believe it.
Yeah, living his best life. There's the cup holder.
So, guys, that's the was released 2 years ago, and you can see how Brian's got that set up. And right there, you can see that's a razor blade that you
Yep.
can cut your line with.
Yeah,
so that's
built-in line cutter with a replaceable razor blade. It's one screw holds it in, so you always got a line cutter. Don't need to wear a ring or have a pair of scissors or something attached. It'll get right up to the eyelet of your
So
your
I'm back
hook.
in December. Let's see. That was the Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not seeing it. But definitely go check out their website here at dubrofishing.com.
Yep.
You can always use a flag.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
these
we
are the
got
ones
all-
I was telling you about. I was talking about these those little crawls. This is right there, right here. Those little guys are smallmouth candy.
Yeah, the Ned Craws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fished on Mille Lacs like 3 years ago, I think it was. 3 or 4 years ago, I fished Mille Lacs during the spawn, and I was flipping those into beds, man, in that green pumpkin black flake,
Right
and
there
they
she
were
is.
just
Yeah.
chewing it.
Yeah, I think you posted my video I did with that. I was so excited that when I called that crawl a lizard.
Yeah,
Because, yeah. I don't know why I called it a lizard. I was like, what did I call it a lizard for? But when you got dementia, when you're an old man like me, it happens.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, it happens. I couldn't think of Larry Moe and Curly for a second there, so we're in the same boat, man. But yeah, no, it's I mean, those baits, man, you can't beat them. Like I I am not fishing any other plastics at all. Like I completely switched over and I emptied out my boat, and all I got is the Lakewood bags with all Dewey plastics in it, and I got some colors and stuff that like I keep in there that I've been playing with, um, like a hot pink and like a bubblegum pink,
Yeah.
and then there was another one I was playing with too. But it's I know you and I have had that conversation, Matt and I, and it's like, dude, the number of fish you could catch off of one plastic compared to, like a Yamamoto that's so jam packed with salt that the thing just disintegrates after one bite. Like, and not only that, but like the price point of them, you can't beat them.
No, and I mean, it's just, there's no way to put it other than the fact that it's a high quality bait that is tournament grade, but you're not going to have to change it after every third or second, two or three strikes.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I mean, I know I did some video work here locally a couple years ago, and all I was doing was throwing one of your stick baits,
yeah,
and I caught 6 fish on it, and it didn't need changed after that 6 fish. And I'm not talking, 8 and 10 inch fish. I'm talking 13 to 15, 16 inch fish.
yeah,
That were smashing it. Now, we all do know that those little guys, they're hard on baits too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the bigger ones gulp it and swallow it. But
Yep.
yeah, no, I mean, your plastic is solid. It's tough, but it's so pliable and flexible that it still has live action.
Yeah, I mean, I know when I was in the testing phases, everybody knows I like to fish a shaky head, and I think I counted, it was either 14 or 15 fish on one shaky head. And then I had to bite the head off because it pulled out of the screw lock. I bit the head off, screwed it back in, and caught another dozen fish
Yeah.
before the plastic was trashed. So, I mean, that's 30 fish off of one plastic. And a bag of 10 is what, $5.50, I think it is. So, I mean, you do the math.
Yeah. The math is you're getting a lot more for your money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, like I get it why Yamamoto and some of the other plastic manufacturers make their bait so weak. They want you to buy more,
All right.
But it's one of those things. I mean, you look at Z-Man and Elastec, like those baits last forever too.
Right.
However, they're a little bit more difficult to thread onto a hook and whatever, but there's still guys buying 3, 4, 5 bags at a time. It's the same concept. Like, you're going to stock up, but at the same time, like, you don't have to stock up as much because you're going to get more longevity out of that plastic.
Yeah, because you never want to run out. You don't want to be somewhere and run out.
Yeah. I've had that scenario. Like, I was fishing a tournament in, I think it was Missouri. Mark Twain was a lake, and I found a decent bite on a bandito bug by Guggen Squad, and I ran out of the color. Dude, I looked all over the internet for the closest stores that had them. The closest store that had it was like 400 miles away.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not making that drive there and back tonight.
No.
So I had to be very cautious and very gentle with the baits I had for the tournament. So, but
And it's amazing how you can have the same or very similar bait, maybe from another manufacturer, and
Right.
not get a single bite.
yeah.
Because it's just crazy.
Sometimes none of that matters. It doesn't matter if it's a Rage, a Yamamoto, a Z-Man, or whatever. As long as it's a similar pattern, it doesn't matter. However, there are those times where those fish are super finicky, and it makes all the difference in the world.
They're just like regular women. It's not the size that matters; it's the wiggle that.
You said that, not me, John. Jesus.
We'll put a big PG rated in on it.
All right. Oh man.
Oh, well,
But,
brother. So, besides trade shows and stuff like that, when do you expect to get your rig all rigged up and get out and do some fishing? You thinking about any Del Holla trips or anything like that?
I don't know, man. I'm open this year. I'm looking to do some trips. I just don't know what yet. I know there was discussion of maybe shooting up to Mille Lacs.
No, you had to help me out. I've never heard of that. Where's Mille
Mille
Lacs?
Lacs is in Minnesota. Big smallmouth lake, big walleye fishery.
Do you catch it before all the mosquitoes hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right before. So that's like early June if I go, and then I am supposed to go fish Lake St. Clair in May, like middle of May, something like that. So other than that, that's all I really got on the docket so far. I'm going to be exploring some new waters locally here. The Fox River and the chain of lakes and stuff like that. So, which I grew up fishing as a kid. So I'm looking forward to kind of diving back into that a little bit. Cause that's kind of a different animal, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm got fishing poles, will travel.
Yeah. Same here, baby.
Yeah.
I just got my one objective mount for my, I think it's one objective. It's the mount that goes on your NK300 to protect it.
Oh, yeah. The rock guard thing.
Rock guard. Finally got that. I've been trying to get it for over a year.
Oh, wow.
So I got that. And then speaking of the boys from up Minnesota way, Naqua, I was hanging out with those guys. John Thomas had a booth with them down at Tennessee at the Knoxville
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And I got a light bar that goes in your commander's bridge
Oh, that's
that
cool.
they've
Yeah.
built. I'm going to
Dude,
put that on.
Naqua's been doing some cool light stuff.
Yeah, well, their guy is that they got involved. I don't know if he's their marketing but he is a kayak guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So he actually has. Shoot, I can't think of the brand right now off the top of my head. That's that getting old thing. But he has his own little brand like Paddle and Fin, but it's just like a.
Oh, Steady Stick. Is it the guy that owns Steady Stick? I know he's part of those guys.
It could be. I think he's more in the clothing and hats.
Oh, okay. Well, I know at ICAST this last year they had a really cool clear canoe set up in their booth, and it was all lit up. And I guess they did that for some like resort or something for a night paddle. So you have these clear see-through canoes, and then they got the lights, and it just illuminates the water as you're paddling. It looked really, really cool.
That would be. I wouldn't want to do it in Florida, but
I mean, if you want to play with gators, sure.
yeah, be a big gator bait out in the water. But
no thanks.
No. Can you imagine doing that like up your way, St. Clair or over in Minnesota, and having a 4.5 foot or 5 foot muskie come up underneath you and look at you?
I've seen that ice fishing, looking down the hole, and you see a big muskie swim right underneath you. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I still think about this story with Beth. We have a lake here in West Virginia that's got record muskie in it. And she was throwing a jig, and she had her feet out in the water. And Beth keeps her, as I've talked to young Padawan about before, Beth keeps her feet immaculate with nice, beautiful toenail polish, and she wears several rings on each feet. Well, anyway, she had that foot in the water, and she threw a jig across, and she was jigging it, and I come up behind her, and she pulls out of the water, and I said, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" She's going, "Oh, not bad." And she looks back down, and right at inches from her foot, looking at her foot, was probably a 4 foot muskie.
Oh, geez.
And she jerked her foot out of the water so fast, I thought she was going to fall out of the boat. And she's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "There's a muskie down underneath my boat." Looking at, and I'm like, "I must have followed." She said, "It must have followed my jig." I'm like, "Daggone."
The only muskie I've ever caught was on a shaky head in 16 foot of water on 8-pound test or 10-pound test.
I've caught two like that, sort of. I caught one on a fluke underneath the log on the Elk River.
Okay.
Got it to my boat, but I didn't have anything to get it in. I didn't have a net, and I didn't think about fish grips. And I'm holding it there with my fishing pole, waiting for Beth to come down to get a picture. And then and boom, it was gone. Broke my line and everything. And then a second time on the Golly River, right down below my house here, I caught one. I just caught a bass, and it was like on a drop shot.
Sure.
And I caught that bass, and then all of a sudden my line just went crazy, and I'm reeling it, and I'm watching the muskie swim up. It's got that bass in its mouth.
Huh.
And it finally let go of the bass, and I took pictures of the bass. You could see the imprint of where it came across it. And I don't know. I don't think that fish lived, but I let it go. But if not, that muskie went and finished off its first bite. Yeah.
That's cool. It's always cool seeing that, man. I've had that a lot with catching like bluegills and stuff, and northern pike coming up and grabbing them as you're bringing them back to the boat.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd say
Fish
you've
with
seen
teeth.
some big pike up there too, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, that muskie I caught was like 36 inches, and I think I was in a big rig. And my old man was in the blue sky next to me, and I get the thing to the boat, and I realize I don't have a net. So I'm like trying to like not tip over and land this muskie, pulling this big 36-inch fat ski out of the water, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I got a picture on my Facebook or Instagram somewhere, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of fun.
Heck yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer than we have, but I appreciate you taking
no worries,
your
man.
evening out, man.
Yeah, no. It's always
come
fun
and hang.
catching up and just shooting the breeze, man.
So we'd love to see you make a return to the OG, man. You know, we'd love to get the boss back, but I know you got a lot of things going on right now. So
I will admit the thought has crossed my mind several times. I'll give you that much.
You know we're here for you, so just come on.
I hear you, man. No,
All
I
right.
mean, you guys are doing great, and you're all crushing it, and I like seeing the progress and what you guys are doing, man. You guys all do an awesome job, from Dustin to Adam to yourself to everybody across the board, man. It's cool to see.
Sean and Carlisle.
Everybody.
They're
Sean. Yeah, I always forget Sean's back, and with Carlisle, and like those guys are doing great. Like, and it's cool to see new and old blood still just running together and talking fishing and sharing the passion of kayak fishing, man. That's what keeps it alive, man.
Yeah. And we appreciate, all the support from Dubro over the years. You guys have been great and awesome, and nothing but love. So, and Ken Glassner there. And if you ever need some good Ned rigs or any terminal tackle, that's my boy right there. You got me set up. I just got Ken's order he sent me for my trip down to Lake Murray. Me and Gillespie canceled. We were supposed to go down this week, but but he didn't have enough chance to get his boat ready because of this weather, and so we rescheduled for the end of March, first week of April. Me and about 5 other retired troopers are going down for a week with Jack, but he made me some wacky rig setups.
Oh, cool.
With the offset hook that I use, and he had to put a little thin head on them because of his setup. But I'm looking forward to throwing those. I'll have to get on the Dubro site, get me some more of my June bug colored stick baits. So,
yeah. Let me know what you need, man.
Yeah, we'll get them.
I got you, Big Daddy.
I get some order in real soon.
Love it.
Man, but I just want to say, I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
And I'm always here for you. Reach out to me anytime.
Right back at you, man.
And if you want to go, if you say, "Hey, John, I'm going fishing," I'll look at my calendar. If I ain't got VA appointments and I ain't got something set up, I'm in my truck headed your way.
All right, you better. Hey, John, I'm going fishing.
I'm gonna go up and tell the lady. No ice fishing. I ain't doing that. You already told me about the truck being in the water. Heck no. Go throw Big Daddy out and see if he floats.
We got some time before it warms up here, I'm sure. So, but yeah, we definitely got a rendezvous at some point this year, whether it's ICAST or whatever, man.
That's the very least is the ICAST rendezvous. I'll let you and Big Brian make that decision, but yeah, if not before or after, we'll do something. So
yeah, for sure, man.
All right, brother. Nothing but love.
Yeah, same here, man. Appreciate you having me on and catching up and just shooting the breeze, talking fishing, man. Always a good time, and hope everybody out there in the fishing world is getting ready to, if you're not on the water, get on the water soon. So
yeah, dig out of that
weather.
Snow and dig out of that snow and go, baby. All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. That is the Total Package Brian Schiller. We thank him for coming online with us today a little bit, and we're going to kick it off out of here Rusty Hook style. What'd you say, Buddy Key? Making too much noise. I'm trying to do my video.
Thank you for tuning in to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, for future shows, like, follow, share, and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out our individual channels and accounts too. Want to be a guest on one of our shows and talk about adventures, gear, or products? Contact us. Thank you for watching the Chasing the Tide with Dustin Nichols, the Rusty Hook with John Rapp, the River Run with Adam Fraser-Cross, the Real Backwaters with Daniel Woodcock, Chasing the 20s with Carlisle Esterly and Sean Lavery. Thanks for tuning into the Paddle and Fin Network. Subscribe and always wear your PFD.